The most important tool for designing vector here is a pen tool. It's very easy. It creates a line that you can use a lot for it. For example, if you first click, you can, I will show you all of the settings, okay? Another click for another, create a dot, and you can continue, okay? This is the polygon mode. With click, you can do it, okay? But you, and if you want to create a curve, because we are in a pen mode, you can click and drag. You can see, you can click and drag and create something like this. Okay, and click and drag. If you click and drag and don't release anything, hold the space to move the design, move the curve. Again, you can go to the polygon and just click. Click and drag, holding Alt. You can break it, and then holding Alt again, and then click. If you want to create an angle here, you can see we have one curve there. Nice. You can delete that. Again, click. Oh, sorry. Again, click, and then click and drag. If you want to go somewhere there, you can holding Alt. Do not release it. Do not release your mouse. Holding Alt and then continue. Okay. You can turn off the snap for now. And here we have all the snap: align to the node selected, snap to geometry of the curve, snap to all selected, dragging. You know them. I explained it before. Okay. Just we have 3 new thing here. Click and drag. You can go another nice feature. If you want to end the drawing, go to the last point and just double click, and it's ending. Okay. And if you select, you can see we create a new polyline. Okay, you can come here and delete that. Nice. And you can draw something. Another thing here is a smart mode. You don't need to click and drag. Just click. So automatically create bending based off your position of your mouse. And then you can come back to your first and just click. You can see we have a closed curve. If you want to just click a polygon, you can do it. You can see the click and drag does not important here. If you would just select and close polygon. Or if you want to click just simple line, done. Simple line, done. Okay. But if you're going to the this mode, you can click to polygon, click and drag to doing something. This you can holding shift to quantizing your handles, and holding Alt to break it, and then release your mouse, holding Alt again, and it means holding Alt and do not release that, and just click and drag, shift, holding shift, and just click to continue your drawing. You can practice to learn it better, but we do a lot of projects that you can understand better. For example, we are coming here and I want to turn it back, holding Alt, do not release that, and just click and drag to move it again. That's it. Okay, so we have different, and now the difference between smart and in a smart, we don't need to click and drag. Okay, convert to the sharp, convert to the smooth, convert to smart, you know them. We have action, you know them. Split the curve, close the curve, smooth the curve, join the curve. Anything that you need is here. Okay, you can delete that. You can delete all of these curves. Okay, if you draw curves and close it, something like that, you can fill it. You can fill it automatically. Just select the fill, and based on this, you can create a shape. You can see it's use line style and it's use fill if you need. If you don't need, you can turn it off. And we have a stroke here. You can see we have stroke. And if you draw something, you can see, oh, I don't like the fill, just a need. So you can turn it off, just a stroke. For stroke, it's better to make it bigger to see the stroke, okay? And it isn't a stroke because a stroke is going to the line. If you need, you can do something like this. Mask and selection here, okay? And you know them, I explained them before. Just select these settings and tell preserve selection when creating new curves. You can see if I double click at the end to finish, and if I go to another selection, you can see the previous curve deselected. Nice. But if you want to preserve the selection of that, you can come here and preserve the selection. Okay, draw. I want to draw just line. Draw another line. Double click to end it. You can see going to select it, going to draw another line. Oh, does not finish. Double click to finish. And you can see this curve is preserved selection. You can see, and it's selected here also. And then you can delete them all. So it's not useful in this case. Add a new curve to the selected object curve. You can see if I draw a stroke and curve, you can see it's creating new. But if I selected add a new curve, because this curve is selected, and if I draw and draw and draw, you can see, oh, I have to deselect everything. Yeah, add new curve to the selected curve object. So I select something like this and I select it, okay? And it add to that. It does not create a new layer. And draw another curve. I don't know why it's working. It just, I think I have to preserve the selection. I don't know why it's bugged, but if you select the curve, it does not create a new line. Okay. And rubber band mode. Okay, rubber band mode is interesting. Okay, I Control D to deselect everything, select all of them and delete. And rubber band mode is interesting. For example, if you want to draw something and you can see, for example, we are in this mode, smart, and you cannot see what happened after that. But if you turn the rubber band mode on, and you can see, it tells you, okay, if you click here, the curve is something like this. This is a guide. I like it better. And then going to end, double click to finish that. If you select this, I think add a new to select it. I think I have to select it from here. Now that's right. Now you can see the new shape is selected here. I think that was a bug. You can see the new curve does not have a new layer, just going in this layer. Anywhere that you selected and created, they're going here. But we don't need that because previous selection do not, cache orientation, orientation, we need that, but we don't need to this. Rubber mode is nice. And if you go into the this mode, click and drag, you can see if it click and drag it here, it tells you the guide, what happened after that. Come back and double click to finish. You have to come back to your last layer and finish that, or you can go to the V tool. to finish the drawing. Okay, let's talk about mask and selection. For example, we have an image and logo here, and I want to mask some part of that. Okay, like I explained it before, mask. Okay, for example, going here and I create a simple shape here, something like that. If you don't need, you can turn it off for a second and double click and it's in. You can come here and because I'm above that layer, you can mask it. You can see it's very simple. And if you select the curve, you can see you select it. If you select everything, it's everything move. But if you come here in a layer margin and select the mask here, you can move it. This is one of the most important feature of the pen tool. That you can draw a shape to mask it, or you can create a shape and you learned it before how to mask something like that. But with the pen tool, you can do that. If you don't need to mask, you can select it and delete the mask from here. Another feature of this is selection. For example, I want to delete that. We are going to polygon. No, you can go to, yeah, it's not important. Going to the here, select. We don't need to fill, just want to select it. Come here. The guides are turned on and done. It's selected, and you can come to selection and you can select it. It's selected and you can delete it. You can do everything to that and delete it. And for deselecting, it's like a Photoshop, Control D. It's deselect everything. And now you can go to the move tool and it's deleted. Okay. So it's all about this tool. This is uncurved. You can move it anywhere that you want and you can delete it. So you can create a shape. What's the job of a pen tool? You can create any shape design for that. You can use it as a mask. You can use it as a selection, and you know all these things.